Forex market is a global market functioning in different time zones, thereby calling for standardized, uniform rules. The respective national organizations, with the help of their regulators, formulate such rules and regulation to facilitate hassle-free functioning. FDI in India formulates such rules which have been revised and published recently as 10th Amendment. Now, let's dive into the details. Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, that is FDI, was set up in 1958 as an association of banks dealing in foreign exchange in India, typically called authorized dealers, as a self-regulatory body and is incorporated under Section 25 of the Companies Act 1956. Its major activities include framing of rules governing the conduct of interbank foreign exchange business among banks vis-a-vis public, and liaison with RBI for reforms and development of forex market. Presently, some of the FDI functions are guidelines and rules for forex business, training of bank personnel in the area of foreign exchange business, accreditation of forex brokers, advising, assisting member banks in settling issues, matters in their dealings, represent member banks and government, Reserve Bank of India, other bodies, announcement of daily and periodical rates to member banks. FDI announces revaluation rates, reference rate for interest rates on FCNRB, weekly, quarterly, average rates. Now let's look into the general guidelines, instructions of FDI rules. First guideline is the member banks are free to determine their own charges for various types of forex transactions, keeping in view the advice of RBI that such charges are not to be out of line with the average cost of providing services. Banks should take care to ensure that customers with low volume of activities are not penalized. Second general guideline is banks should prominently display their card rates for foreign currencies on their website and or their B category branches. Banks should also declare threshold amounts up to which they are committed to apply card rates, frequency and time of publishing the card rate. Third guideline is information regarding various forex related programs, rates advised for various purposes from time to time, important circulars issued by FDI, FDI rules, public register on commitment to FX global code, etc. are available at website www.fdi.org.in, and email address of FDI is mail@fdi.org.in. Fourth FDI guideline is our reference to authorized dealer is the reference to all authorized dealers. Category 1, banks and other person authorized by RBI under Section 10 of Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 who are members of FDI. And the fifth general guideline of FDI is all member banks shall abide by FDI Code of Conduct 2017 as updated from time to time and shall submit their statement of commitment in a prescribed format. Members shall confirm in April each year that they have obtained the statement in Annexure 1 to FDI Circular SPL 04 COC 2021 dated 7 September 2021 from all the concerned employees. Now, we will be exploring the 8 essential rules published by FDI. We will discuss each of these guidelines individually, offering clarity and insights to ensure you have a comprehensive understanding of their applications and implications. Let's dive in. Rule 1 related to hours of business, holidays, FX rates. The normal market hours for onshore deliverable FCY INR transactions in interbank forex market as well as client transactions in India would be as prescribed by the Reserve Bank of India from time to time for interbank transactions. Authorized dealers may undertake customer, that is persons resident in India and persons resident outside India, and interbank transactions on all business days beyond normal market hours. Bank to remain within NUPL, including transactions executed from EOD to 9 a.m., that is market opening time, next business day. Saturday is not treated as a business day. Non-holiday is one which is known at least 3 business days before the date. Suddenly declared holiday is one which is not a non-holiday. Now let's understand non-holidays and suddenly declared holidays with example. Non-holiday is one which is known at least 3 business days before the date. A holiday that is not a non-holiday is defined as a suddenly declared holiday. Suppose days 1, 2, 3 and 4 are all business days. If day 4 is declared as a holiday on or after day 1, it will be a suddenly declared holiday. If day 4 is declared as a holiday prior to day 1, it would be a non-holiday. Next is FDI Rule 2, that is related to export transactions, post-shipment credit, application of interest, normal transit period, substitution, change in tenure, export bills sent for collection. As per Rule 2, FC bill to be purchased, discounted, negotiated at AD's current bill buying rates or contracted rates. ADs to formulate own policy for crystallization. Crystallization of export bills at TT selling rate. Crystallization essential in case of countries with externalization problems even after receipt of payment in local currency. Realization after crystallization at TT buy rate or contracted rate. In case of dishonor before crystallization, recover rupee amount plus FC charges at TT sell plus interest plus rupee denominated charges. Early realization, that is interest for unexpired period to be refunded. Rule 2 includes normal transit period, that is NTB. Let's understand. Concepts of normal transit period and notional due date are linked to interest rate on export bills and to arrive at due date of the bill export credit. Normal transit period comprises of the average period normally involved from the date of negotiation, purchase, discount till the receipt of bill proceeds. It is not to be confused with the time taken for the arrival of goods at the destination. Normal transit period for different categories of export business are laid down as bills with fixed due date NTB not applicable. Bills drawn on DP at site basis not under LC, bills in foreign currency 25 days NTB period and bills in rupees 20 days NTB period. NTB for exports to countries under UN guidelines, maximum 120 days. Bills drawn in rupees under LC, reimbursement provided at center of negotiation 3 days. Reimbursement provided in India at center different from center of negotiation 7 days. Reimbursement provided by banks outside India 20 days. Exports where reimbursement is provided by RBI under state credit 20 days. TT reimbursement under LCs where LC provides reimbursement by electronic means 5 days. Where LC provides reimbursement after certain number of days from the date of negotiation 5 days plus the additional period. Rule 2 includes substitution, change in tenure. Any change in bill usance will attract interest on post-shipment credit charged in accordance with the bank's internal policy. Rule 2 of FDI related to export bills sent for collection includes export bills sent on collection, sent on consignment basis, realized should be converted at TT buy rate or contracted rate if any. The conversion to be done after citing the credit in Nostro account. Amount to be credited within 2 business days of credit to Nostro. Interest at minimum interest rate charged on export credit and also compensation for adverse movement as per policy of bank to be paid in case of delay beyond 2 days. The next is Rule 3 of FDI related to import transactions. That is application of exchange rate, application of interest crystallization of import bill under letters of credit. In case of retirement of import bills, prevailing bill selling rate or hedge contract rate to apply. Crystallization of import bill, prevailing bill selling rate or contracted rate to apply. Stamp duty on import bills as per exchange rate provided by authorities concerned. Bills negotiated under import LCs carry commercial rate of interest as applicable to domestic advances. Interest remittable on interest bearing bills as per directives of RBI. Crystallization of import bills under LC to be crystallized as per bank's policy. Rule 4. Claim instruments. For outward remittances at TT selling rate of bank, encashment or sale of foreign currency notes and instruments at appropriate buying or selling rate respectively, rate at ED's option. Payment of foreign inward remittance up to certain amount as per policy of bank can be converted into rupees immediately at TT buy rate or the contracted rate beyond threshold limit to be executed in FC. Compensation for delayed payment. Interest at the rate 2% over its saving bank rate plus compensation for adverse movement. Transfer of funds between Vostro accounts with two banks. A3 by remitting bank within 5 business days. Claim for A3 by beneficiary bank within 15 days. Penalty of Rs 1000 per day in excess of 5 days. If claim preferred after 15 days, penalty capped at Rs 10,000. The next is Rule 5 related to foreign exchange contracts. For contract amounts, exchange contracts shall be for definite amounts and periods. For option period of delivery, unless date of delivery is fixed and indicated in contract, option period not exceeding 1 month may be specified by customer. If the fixed date or the last date of delivery is known holiday, last date for delivery preceding business day. In case of sudden declared holidays, deliverable on next business day. Ready or cash merchant contract, that is T+0, deliverable on same day. Value next day contract, that is T+1, deliverable on the business day immediately succeeding contract date. Spot contract, that is T+2, deliverable on second succeeding business day following the contract date. Forward contract, that is deliverable beyond spot date. For detailed video on value date concept in foreign exchange, ready or cash, value next day, spot contract, forward contract, please refer video already available on channel. Now let's dive into Rule 6 of FDI related to early delivery, extension and cancellation of forward contracts. Accepting or giving early delivery or extension of the contract, optional for the bank. Delivery on due date, request for cancellation or extension before due date, responsibility of customer. Early delivery, bank shall recover, pay swap difference, also interest on outlay, inflow of funds to be recovered, paid. Extension, the difference between the contracted rate and cancellation rate to be recovered, paid. Purchase contracts to be cancelled at TT selling rate of the contracting AD. Sales contract to be cancelled at TT buying rate. Where contract is cancelled before maturity, appropriate forward TT rate to be applied. Swap cost, gain, in all cases of early delivery, swap cost to be recovered and gains paid at the beginning or end of swap as per bank policy. Rule 7, that is business through intermediaries. FDI, accreditation agency for exchange brokers, voice only. Multi-bank portals, electronic order matching systems, electronic trading platforms, accreditation by RBI. Accredited intermediaries to conform to rules and regulations and code of conduct of FDI. Accredited agency violating rules of FDI accreditation may be cancelled. Brokers Association and also ADs to report to FDI any violations by brokers. Any change of constitution, address of brokers to be immediately informed to FDI. All contracts, confirmations, or advices to bear the clause subject to rules and regulations of FDI. No foreign exchange contract with an intermediary as principal. The next is Rule 8, that is related to interbank settlement. In the event of late delivery of any currency, interest for number of days of delay at the rate 2% over the benchmark rate of currency concerned applies. The benchmark rates will be alternative reference overnight rate for respective currency. Benchmark rate for INR, FBIL, MIBOR overnight rate. Benchmark rate for USD, SOFR, USD announced by Federal Reserve Bank, USC. Benchmark rate for Euro, ESTR, Euro announced by European Central Bank. Benchmark rate for JPY, TONA, JPY announced by Bank of Japan. Benchmark rate for CHF, SARON, CHF announced by SIX Swiss Exchange. Benchmark rate for CAD, CORRA, CAD announced by Bank of Canada. In the case of other currencies, 2% over notional overdraft rate payable by buyer bank. Back valued credit. Buyer bank to accept if funds delivered within 2 business days from date of contract. If buyer bank claims delay within 15 working days from due date of contract, seller bank to pay interest for the full period of delay, otherwise maximum for 60 days only. Time limit for settlement of claim to be settled within 15 business days from the date of claim, otherwise interest to be paid for full delayed period. Deliberate default, FDI to adjudicate. Wrong delivery of funds, seller to compensate the buyer. Undue enrichment, beneficiary bank to return the funds with proper value and also interest earned. Settlement date change, known holiday, advanced, otherwise next business day. Change in expiry date of option contracts, known holiday, previous business day, otherwise next business day. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.